Hi all, I hope you're well and you're good. Today I'm going to discuss where do Tottenham go from here and what they need to do to get the club back on track. So I'm going to discuss on 5 points. Please people do the like button, subscribe, and overall do put your opinion in the comment section. What do Tottenham need to do and where they need to go in the future. So coming on to the first point, Antonio Conte sacking was the right decision and what went wrong. Only short on this, I will say it was the right decision in terms of what's going on. The interview, the way Conte has overall thrown the season down. So yes, it was understandable to sack him, but it's very disappointing for such a top class manager to come to Tottenham, another big manager, and failing. And yes, you can blame Conte. Many Tottenham fans are angry with Conte. He deserves blame, but you also have to eyes on the board and what they really wanted. First of all, many people just go on internet and put like he got a full backing. I still don't think he got a full backing. Players like Jet Spencer not his signing. Kulusevski and Romero was signed before him. Romero was signed before him. Kulusevski Bentancur came in January. So he has been given backing, but not in a massive way. Richarlison looks like his signing. Perisic is his signing. Bissouma is his signing. Kulusevski, Bentancur, Romero was there before the club. But other than that, I don't think a lot of players are his signing. He has wanted a contest system needs proper centre backs, and Davinson Sanchez, Eric Dyer, they're not just that guy. You should know that a manager like Conte needs proper centre backs to play his system, and still you don't give him centre backs bar Lenglet. That's absolutely ridiculous. Yes, he should have done better. He should have knocked out Nottingham Forest, Sheffield United. That is shameful. But should we not ask the question of the players as well, Tottenham fans, that sometimes you need those players to bring some magical moments. As Chelsea as well, we have been in tough situation in finals where the manager has got some things wrong, but players like Olivier Giroud, Eden Hazard, Rudiger stepped up. You have to also take the accountability of some of the players who have not stepped up on this big occasion. But yes, Conte deserves massive blame and he has to go. But where does the mentality of these players go? A lot of them are satisfied with top four, being in the Champions League and doing nothing. So that has to be questioned. Point number two, Paratici, the director of football, for even suggesting Gattuso and getting Nuno as a coach is sackable offense. And in the case that's going on with Juventus, I think it's better to get a proper director of football and let him go. Number third point for me is Daniel Levy. What does he really want? It really surprised for me to see that Tottenham are one of the most you can say money earning successful club in the world. They are earning very high money, way higher than Chelsea. They have one of the best stadium in the world. They're earning some massive money, and you can laugh at the concerts, the F1, but that's giving them a lot of money, but it just doesn't want to put in the club. So if he really wants top four, then why is selling fans the false hope? Go for a young process, get a young manager, make a great academy, develop your club, keep getting top four and keep playing good football. But you want to win a trophy, but then you don't want to back a manager fully. You get Conte, you don't back him fully. You get a Mourinho, sack him before a cup final. What do you really want? And seeing Conte's cup record as well, where he's one of the worst elite manager when it comes to cup competitions, do you really think he was going to win you a Carabao Cup or FA Cup? And it's very clear from Daniel Levy that Carabao Cup, FA Cup only gives 6-7 million for you to winning that, while Champions League qualification gives you 80-70 million. Then why did you go for manager like Conte, Mourinho? You could have just kept Pochettino, brought some more young players, got rid of older players, and the club will be in much better position. So what does Daniel Levy want? If he doesn't want to put ambition into the club, bring a young manager, develop it, and you might have one surprise season. But don't do this Conte, Mourinho when you're not ambitious. And it's sad to see with the money Tottenham are earning, with the position they are in, that he doesn't want to take the next step. Fourth, for me, I want to come to the players, and for me, Tottenham need to refurnish the squad. I think a lot of these players have been at Tottenham for the last 7 to 8 years. Eric Dyer, Sanchez, Hugo Lloris, Heung-min Son, Harry Kane. I think Harry Kane, for his own career, also has to go somewhere. And Tottenham need to move away from the shadow of Harry Kane. A new era with new players, new mentality, and that could be the change for me they need. I think they need to get a lot of these players out of the club. A lot of players coming back from loan, they need to get them out of the club. New mentality is needed. I think it's sewn into their heart that we are just a top 4 club. This is good, and sometimes it's just better to refurnish the squad. Every squad after 5 years has at least 5-6 new players in the starting 11-7 with new mentality, and Tottenham still don't have that. Hugo Lloris, Sanchez, Eric Dyer. Kane has been the best player, but overall Kane, Son, and you can even go for a Højbjerg for the last 2-3 years. They have so many same players with the same mentality, and I think they need refurnishing. Let Harry Kane go, win some trophies, big up his career, and along with that, get some players who will come to Tottenham with right mentality and will want to do well. And that brings me to the fifth one, the recruitment and the new manager they must go for. For me, for the recruitment one, they need to get it right. I think the recruitment has been disastrous, getting two managers who are short term, signing players, and this is only going to cost them long term. They have brought players like Jet Spence who don't work for managers like Conte Mourinho, and that only leads to more destruction of the players' confidence. You go towards one manager, bring a young manager. For me, a manager like, for me, people are saying Nagelsmann, but for me, Nagelsmann will treat Tottenham as a stepping stone. For me, they must go for managers like De Zerbi, who will also treat it stepping stone, but for them it will be more precious opportunity. While Nagelsmann will come from Bayern to Tottenham, and I still rate De Zerbi very highly. I still rate Thomas Frank very highly. Go for these young managers. You cannot tell me that Tottenham cannot sign such a good left back from Brentford, Rico Henry. They cannot sign the McAllisters, Mitomas. They cannot sign Brennan Johnson. They cannot go on to bring some young players in the Premier League. You see Arsenal. Arsenal did not go for some big names. They signed Odegaard, who needed some nourishment, some development. Ramsdale, where people were laughing. He's a relegation keeper, whatever, and see what he's doing right now. Tottenham don't need to go for big names. They need to understand their position. They need to go for players that will play for Tottenham with pride, will want to prove themselves. Bring a manager that will treat this as a massive opportunity. Bring some new players with the right mentality. And finally, understand on one thing: do we want to go for trophies or we just want top four? And as we develop, we will go to bigger things. If they understand that, I think they will be back on track. For me, on final part, get rid of some players. Let Harry Kane go to get some big trophies in his career. Refurnish the squad. Bring a young manager, new mentality in the team. And for me, Tottenham will get back on the right track. Hopefully, people, you agree. Even if you don't, big up to you, big respect to you. And please subscribe and like and do comment your opinion what Tottenham need to do to get on the right track in the future.